It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Café is open for business. Live from the Brooklyn Café studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat at the Brooklyn Café and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, or a movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in free 888-994-4995 right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Café. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe on a beautiful Friday afternoon. I'm going to tell you something. The two of you are super duper. Everybody in here got into that vibe. You guys are fantastic.
The music of Valerie White and John Beers. Wow, you are all spectacular. I'm sitting here saying to Freddie, I think I'm going to cry. He said, what's wrong with you? I said, what's the matter?
I'm looking for your mic.
It should be on my dress.
Okay, there it is.
I said, that is so beautiful that after a long week, I think I'm going to cry, but good tears, right? Tears of action we can breathe. So thank you for all that you do. That is absolutely spectacular.
And I got to tip my hat again to the man, the myth, the legend. Or is it the legend, the man, and the myth?
Depends who you're talking about.
Amit, again, once again,
Amit
comes
Nightly.
through. I got to tell you, you know, it doesn't surprise me anymore. Mia came up here one day and she sang a song up there. There wasn't a dry eye in here. Remember that?
You may be doing it again today.
And you're going to be doing it again. No, not maybe. You're going to be doing it again.
So just be ready today.
And the amazing thing about all this is that now, with everything that's going on around us, when you start hearing music and you heal this way, it changes you. Now, I know you're a DJ by trade, and I know all the things that you're doing are phenomenal, but once again, you bring in talent like this. That piano's 102 years old, belongs to Dawn's mom, and it hasn't been played like that since we got it. And here you have magic in the making. So when you said I'm gonna cry, I thought it had something to do with your past, because you used to play that piano.
I did, but no, it didn't. It's just the music is so beautiful. And we talked this morning and everything. I was going to cry. Beautiful.
And who would they be?
We have Valerie White and John Beers. And this, you met me through the unemployment woes. This is what you guys do as partners. You write music. That was an original piece. And where do you typically perform?
Let's give him a mic. Grab a mic in there.
Hello.
Hi. Where do you typically perform, Valerie, before all of this craziness?
Well, I do a lot of solo work, and so does John. And I usually play with tracks behind me, and I play saxophone and keyboard and flute and sing. And I've been playing at Admiral's Cove in Jupiter, Boca West in Boca. 2 places in Atlantis, the city of Atlantis, the Lost City Country Club and Atlantis Country Club, and I don't know, just a lot of different places like that, mostly country clubs, and I also work with a band sometimes. Well, I did.
And what have you been doing
yacht
now?
rock band. And we haven't gotten to play in a long time because we do a lot of big concerts, and that's all shut down.
But
But
we're
it was a lot of
gonna
fun.
bring it back. We're gonna start it all again. So that thing that happened, it's gonna be a bump in the road, and we're gonna get it going, because talent like this, you can't keep it down. I'm surprised that you guys haven't been playing in different gigs in different places. We got to call Crazy Uncle Mike. We got to get him over there. You got to just do more and more. Now, where are you from originally?
I was born in Oklahoma, and
How did I
moved
know
to
that?
Texas, where the rest of my family was all born in Texas, and then we moved to New Mexico and Missouri. I lived there a couple of years, and then in my adult life, I lived in Nashville, Tennessee for a few years, and in Florida. So I guess you could say Oklahoma and Texas, but my favorite of all the states is Florida. That's why I stay here.
And I was reading your bio that was sent to us, and it says you play every instrument. You
No.
play everything. And
I
that's
play
what it
flute,
says
sax, and
here.
keyboard.
She plays everything.
Yeah, how do you play?
See?
Or is it John?
No, I play 3 instruments.
Well, that to me is
I
everything.
don't play the strings.
So you play the sax, the
Flute, and keyboard. And sing.
and you sing. And which of the 4 do you like the best?
Flute.
Really?
That's why I brought it today, yeah. It's easy to carry, and I just think I'm a little better on it than the others.
And the flute playing, you have that delicacy that goes with it. You can tell that she's been around that instrument a real while, for a little while, a minute, as they say.
Just for a minute.
And that piano, I want to thank you, because I was afraid that the piano was never going to be played. We've had people come in here and they dabble. You know how they tease me? They start a song and then walk out. They never finish. You never do what you did today. So I want to thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, the piano is lovely. It's a beautiful instrument, and this is particularly nice. I think it actually has the original ivory keys, and you don't see that on pianos anymore.
Abraham Lincoln gave us that piano.
Those are actually
Those
the
are his
original
teeth.
keys. And we moved into this studio, and Freddie kept saying to my mom, I want the piano, I want the piano. And she said, all right, take the piano. And then it was going to be moved in here on a Friday, and that's when everything got shut down. I said, I can't send moving men into your house to get a piano. But it finally came, and it sat here. And again, like Gubba Rum, I said, are you crazy? What are we going to do with an antique baby grand piano in a warehouse? He said, you'll see, bring it in, they will come. So today you bring the piano and the Gubba together. You're going to have me like in a puddle here soon.
And you're going to have all sorts of instruments. You got people that sing in here. You got old friends. You got new friends. You got it all that works together. But the bottom line is that music heals. You guys are healers. You are what everybody needs right now is to sort of calm down. And you look around. You hear the music and look around on everybody when they're playing.
It got a lot calmer,
Oh
right?
man, I'm gonna tell you, everybody's just, that whole frequency, that whole vibration just changes.
Totally
And
beautiful.
that is fantastic. All right, so
John, tell us a little bit about you.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I've been playing just about all my life, and born originally in Washington, D.C., where I got my start in the music business. And then I did a lateral every summer to Ocean City, Maryland, which was kind of our, excursion place, our escape from Washington. And my parents bought a condo at the beach, and they let me use it in the summers. So the next thing I knew, I was playing 6 nights a week as I was growing up with really old guys. I was like 19, 20, and I was actually breaking the pattern of my rock and roll buddies because I was playing with guys that were in their 50s. They were like ancient to me. And they taught me the big book, and I got a background in swing, big band, kind of the standard, the Great American Songbook, and I've kind of dabbled that in with my rock and roll ancestry. So that's kind of my story. I came down to Florida in '93 after a 10-year run with my own wedding band, and we specialized in wedding receptions, and we're kind of the society band in Delmarva, which is Delaware, Maryland, Virginia. We played the whole region. The band was called the Tuxtones, Tuxtones. And we had this famous thing where we'd wear tuxes, and then we'd pull off the tux ties and start rocking out. And so we had this dual identity. So I brought that down to Florida, and my mom had an antique shop on Worth Avenue. So I worked for her in the antique business during the days, and then moonlighted as a musician at nights. And it's segued over the years now where now antiques is a part-time, more of a hobby, and the music thing is more full-time.
So now he gets to play an antique piano.
Well, hold on. So he took off his clothes. You were playing in a tux and a thong. Is that what you're telling me?
He's outrageous.
I would never confess to that.
And there you have it. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the other thing I wanted to bring up real quick is big band music and that throwback music. See, these millennials, they don't know that stuff. They don't know that stuff. Yeah. You know what big band music is? Big band music? Yeah, I know what it is. Do you listen to it? Or do you flip the knob? You dibble dabble.
Dibble dabble.
Hey, Slick, ask if they know what trap is.
Big band music was and then they do the segue. A lot of the music that they're using now had originated from big band, and then they sort of change it up, and then they rap it out and everything else. And I laugh because I heard things that when I was a kid, and they're using today, and they make it faster, they change it up a little bit, they spin it, but that music is still the same.
Yeah,
the original of that.
Very foundational. And then we have a cross between the big band and the rock in this cool jazz mode. And of course, Latin is huge in Florida, so I'm a big fan of Sergio Mendes and Joe Beam, and that's kind of the book that I've been studying. And that goes over really, really great at the type of work that I do. When I do solos, I work mostly at the country clubs, done a lot of work over here at the Boca Resort. I do country clubs all over and a lot of high-end private residences. I kind of wean myself out of the bar scene because number one, the pay scale is really rough. And the other thing is kind of nice to dress up and, be part of the act of, feeling accomplished. So it's a lot of fun for me to go in and get personal with people, do their parties and that type of thing.
You see the way he says dress up, in his case it's dress down. Right?
Well, he's sort of like half and half.
A little bit of everything.
He had Zoom going before there was Zoom going, right?
Right,
the tux
right.
and the pajama bottoms, and it's all good.
That's right.
That's outrageous. Well, you guys can always come here and play. We're on 5 days a week, and you want to come in here, just dibble dabble, and we'll
Have
open
some
up
fun.
the door.
Honored to be
True.
here. Thank you.
I mean, this is really where it's at, and we've been. What has it been now? 7 months? 8? How many months we've been going through this craziness?
Going into 8.
months.
It's going to 8 months.
And we never.
And we've only been
wanted-
here 11, so we came in. That's when it started. Yep.
Yeah, that's when it started.
We came in
17.
November 1st. We started in here, and Wayne, that you were the last event we did here in February with Freddie, and then it shut down. So as we get opening up now, it's getting a little bit more comfortable, and everyone was a little bit on edge about a half hour ago. If you saw, we had a lot of people, a lot of moving parts. I went in one room and sat. I brought Tracy with me, and we all just kind of sat. And then you guys brought this music forward and
Slowed it all
changed
down.
everything, changed the entire mood. So thank you. On this crazy Friday, we're here late, well needed.
And it's funny because they were warming up, and I had to shut them down because we were doing the intros and stuff to 2.0, Fuego 2.0, which is going to air Monday at 11:30. And if I had known that the effect was going to be there, I would have had them playing from the parking lot in here. Because I tell you, you change everything. Everybody sort of stopped and listened.
Maybe they can play something, take us out to commercial. And when we come back, we're going to talk to Wayne Henry, and we call her new mom, Tracy, in the house from Seminole Hard Rock Casino. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
So you want to play something?
Take us on out.
Even though some things are far away, we plan for them ahead of time because they're important. When it comes to your celebration of life, it's really no different. You want to plan ahead now so your family doesn't have to later, and create a service that reflects your values, character, and traditions, no matter what they may be. At Dignity Memorial, we listen to every detail and make sure everyone is remembered.
At Carmen Care Advanced Laser Therapy, our professional team specializes in finding the best alternative laser therapy treatments for your painful conditions. Do you suffer with chronic pain, a post-traumatic injury, or simply looking for the benefits of cell rejuvenation to the skin? Schedule a consultation today to understand how photobiomodulation can help reduce your symptoms, reduce or even eliminate pain. Give us a call today, 561-405-9577. We focus on treating you who has a disease, not a disease that defines who you are. Contact Carmen Care Laser Therapy today, 561-405-9577 or carmencarelaser.com.
AskDearAbby.com. Dear Abby is a life coaching company that was founded by Abby Awotasu. At Dear Abby, we believe in empowering single women to unapologetically own their identities and grow in self-love. We know that in order for you to find true, meaningful, lasting love, you must first love and fully embrace yourself, flaws and all. Contact us today at AskDearAbby.com for your personalized coaching session that will get you on the path to ultimately finding your soulmate. And follow Dear Abby on social media at AskDearAbby on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back. I don't know what happened to my bell. I know it's somewhere. If you see my bell, ring it. You see my bell, ring it. That will be my...
There you go.
I love that.
The bell is still in the podcast room from this morning.
Participation.
So that was beautiful. I actually took video recording of your music, of John and Valerie, and I sent it to my mom. She's in the hospital, so I said something to brighten your day. So
that's very nice.
So that, if you saw me video, that is what I was videoing. So hopefully that will brighten her day, is to see that.
Very nice.
Tickling those ivories, as they call it. So thank you for that. They're going to be joining us a little bit later in our show, but we've got some very long-time, old-time friends joining us. We've got new mom, really AKA Tracy Latone from Seminole Hard Rock Casino, or new mom AKA. We've got Wayne Henry from Dignity Memorial. I don't believe you guys have met, but we've been wanting for you to meet for a very long time.
Since we
the
got
beginning
here.
of time.
I came to the grand opening, and it was a Dignity party. So we did get to.
So you got to meet.
We did get to meet.
That's what I was hoping. That's what I was thinking about. So I'm excited to have you guys back, both on set.
Thank you.
And Tracy, I keep seeing congratulations everywhere all over social media for you. What am I seeing? Are you you got Rotary, you've got the Chamber, you've got Seminole Hard Rock. What's going on?
So this year, 2020, I am the president of the Coral Springs Rotary, and also I'm on the executive board for the Coral Springs Chamber of Commerce. It's Coral Springs Coconut Creek Regional Chamber. We actually merged together. But yeah, I'm real proud. I really am. It's how the casino can give back to the community and how we give back to 501c3 nonprofits. So.
And what's happening with the chamber? You've got, what did you tell me, 5,000 businesses in the chamber?
There's probably about 500 to 800, but they do have contacts of. So there is a huge opportunity, and we do enjoy our business leaders that are actually trying real hard in this time to keep their businesses going. So the chamber is working really hard.
And what's happening at the casino? You're finally open again?
Yes, we're open. And Seminole Casino, Coconut Creek, we have a Safe and Sound, so does Hard Rock down in Hollywood. We have a Safe and Sound program, which means that everything's getting wiped down constantly. Elevators, games, everyone must wear a mask while actively playing. It's just to keep not only our team members safe, but as well as the other guests that are playing. So, yeah, you have to wear a mask.
What was that like when you were shut down for a while? You got to figure.
Yeah, we did. We were. There was a little bit of quiet time, and we just made it bigger and better. They have plexiglass in between playing stations.
Really?
They've brought more people in, so we have security that are actually checking for people that are wearing masks. So. Yeah, we're kind of making it a safe place for people to come out and have a date night, like feel real, right?
And you always used to have a Veterans Thanksgiving.
I know.
Can you believe it's right around the corner, Thanksgiving again? I can't even believe. What are we, like 6 weeks away from Thanksgiving?
Yes, so we're devastated. This is the first year in, I think, 15 years that we're not going to be able to accommodate. So what we have done is we paired up with the Disabled American Legion 133 in Pompano, and we have lapel pins for the women, and we've ordered embroidered hats that say, proud of our veterans, and we are going to have representatives, myself as well as the veterans, go and deliver them instead of their Thanksgiving feast, which we will look forward to hoping next year. But that's our plan.
We got to keep planning.
Yes. So we just couldn't do it. We couldn't get that many people, and a lot of those people are high risk. They're already coming from veteran hospitals, so we couldn't.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But Wayne, I'm sure you can get in contact, and everything you're doing now is virtual. So.
Yeah, pretty much. A few of the teams have started kind of dabbling with a few in-person things. I know down in Tampa they're doing a few lunch seminars in larger places where they can do social distancing and things like that. But mainly, yeah, we've had to pivot and do most things online. But we do a lot of support for our veterans, families, helping them take advantage of the veterans' burial benefits they're entitled to. And all of our funeral directors take care of, doing all the paperwork to make sure they get all of those benefits. And we have great discounts for the things that the government isn't providing for veterans. But yeah, we're doing online seminars, specific ones for veterans themselves, but others about generally, the benefits of making pre-arrangements. Others about our cemetery options, including Neptune Memorial Reef. We're doing, so we've done a series of those. We call them, online dinner seminars, so they can watch a seminar. They're actually recorded now. They can watch those, and if they want to get more specific information, they can book an appointment with me or one of my team to look at specifics, and we're going to send a meal right to their home. So we're doing things like that. We're doing a stay-at-home bingo coming up next week is our first one. A couple of the teams have done that. We know, and we've sent out special invitations to senior living facilities where they haven't been able to do many events in recent months. Even in their locations, it's limited what they can do. So we're doing it virtually. They just need to have a computer or an iPad, even a smartphone. They can log in and participate. We've got great prizes up to $500 that we're giving. And again, if any of those want more information, they can book an appointment. We're going to send a meal to them. So we do lots of stuff to support people, get the information out. So we're quite pleased to be doing it.
You also do some work with the veterans, don't you?
Yeah, we do a lot. Pre-COVID, we did veterans lunch seminars all over the country, thick and strong. But yeah, we have had to stop that for now and go virtual. But yeah, we work with VSO, other veterans groups. And then, like I said, we take care of all the veterans burial benefits for all of our veterans families and have specific discounts. And we also do a homeless veterans burial program. So all homeless veterans, we provide the burial for free.
And it's funny because Dignity Memorial is responsible, it does stuff for the presidents of the United States of America.
Yeah,
right?
So we've taken care of every president, first lady since Eisenhower. When Bush Sr. passed away, I think it was December a year ago, I was actually in Houston at our headquarters doing training when he passed away, and I was able to see the team behind the scenes take care of that. It was pretty amazing. We also help with all of John Lewis's arrangements in multiple locations, Kobe Bryant. So we're the best at what we do. We'll help with a lot of VIPs, political figures.
And the details are spectacular. Your new commercial spots, everything is put together so incredibly well. And it's just getting the message out that Dignity Memorial is larger than you realize. The local funeral homes you see and the different cemeteries, many of them are owned under the Dignity Memorial umbrella, but they've kept all the names. So you may not even realize, you think, oh, I've got my plot here, I've made arrangements there. You may very well, in fact, be under this Dignity umbrella, but you don't even see it because it's always, as we say, powered by.
Sub-brand. We don't lead by Dignity Memorial at our locations. We focus on local community, helping our local families, and we can do anything from something as simple as anyone wants up to an elaborate celebration of life, something like we've done for Kobe Bryant. So we specialize in we have a lot of resources to do what's right for you. What's right for your family and fit your budget. We put a lot of emphasis on encouraging people to make their pre-arrangements. It's something we all will need sooner or later, hopefully many months later, but we're not guaranteed to live to be old and healthy. Unfortunately, something can happen to us at any time. I've personally dealt with some tragic cases with COVID, but most of us are going to die of something else other than COVID, and we don't know when that's going to be. Heaven forbid, a car accident or whatever. We don't want to think about it, but we know if you have your pre-arrangements done ahead of time, it's the best gift you can give your family because it alleviates them that financial and, more importantly, is the emotional burden.
And you've got this great program that you're working with businesses. And I know I introduced you to Ted Hutchinson's of Roots and Wings, and maybe Tracy and her chamber, or the Rotary Club, or
the
Seminole,
casino.
or
Yeah.
I know Tracy's involved with so many communities. Maybe you can share a little bit about that.
Yeah, so we're delighted. We have Dignity Memorial have we call it a funeral benefit program that is available for any organization, a business, or group. And we have Walmart have joined that, on the national level. But any group or organization, the Delray Chamber of Commerce have joined, for example. And what that does is it gives all members and or employees and their spouse and both of their parents, grandparents, anywhere in our network of over 2,600 locations, discounts for a funeral. So if someone hasn't prearranged, and heaven forbid, someone passes away unexpectedly. So if you're an employer, one of your employees, or your employees' parents, for example, were to pass away unexpectedly, that discount's available for funeral, cremation, or cemetery. All
And
across
it's
our
free
network.
for
And
the
it's free.
businesses.
It's completely free for the
That's the amazing thing. Is it's free
for
be
the
a part of it.
organization to join. It doesn't oblige them to anything. All that we ask is they decide how they want us to work with them to provide that information to their members and employees. So whether they want to have it on their company website, talking about other benefits that they're providing to their employees, intranet, newsletter. I'm doing lots of lunch and learns for different businesses. Well, I was before COVID, but we're doing that virtually. So we work with a lot of lawyers, for example, those that are particularly helping with end-of-life plans. So there's one in Boca I'm working with. They want me to do a virtual presentation for their elite members group, just highlighting the benefits there, and then give them specific information if they want to put their pre-arrangements in place.
Is there a number? Do you have to have a certain number to join?
No.
So if I have if I'm a self-entrepreneur and I like the singing group in here, if they wanted to join just the two of them, can they do that?
Yeah, it can be any size. Any
I'm
group.
going to tell you, to me, it's amazing because nowadays, to get something that can help you, God forbid that you need to use it, it's there.
Yeah, when I heard about it, I was like, wow, that makes a lot of sense.
It does.
If I was an employer, I had my own employees, well, I could provide that to my staff and their family. Heaven forbid something were to happen unexpectedly, it's going to help to have Dignity be able to, provide those services to them. All of our families have access to our grief counseling service afterwards. It's a 24/7 telephone grief counseling service for 13 months. That's a complete free service, and we have a suite of different services that we provide our families.
And they do Kobe, they do the big guys, but they also do. You're not small enough that you disappear. They took care of my parents, and I got the letter from Dignity, and again, the letter was great, and I walked through. I called them. Even now, in Puerto Rico is upside down again, but even now, and they took care of everything. My cousin joined Dignity, Juji, he just buried his mom. And it was seamless, and there were people for them to talk to. They said, do you need anybody to talk? It was amazing. I was like, I look at the phone and I go, who are you? Because in my day, that was never provided, in New York City. And I was with some of the biggest players in the city itself that were in Dignity. Nobody ever provided. You're going to show the body, how much room do you need, and out the door. That was it, in and out. Grieve, go grieve in the closet because we need the room for the next body. I'm just being honest. It's not the way they do it. When I buried my mom, it was the worst thing in the world I had to go through. They made it so easy. They said, you don't worry about it. I didn't even have the money to pay them. I gave them my license with an IOU. I promise I'm coming back. Don't worry. Go take care of your business. This is not about this right now. And boom. And there was no water. There was no light. It was nothing. It was right after the hurricane. So Dignity in my book, there is nothing better. And the program you have right now, Wayne, everybody should take advantage of this thing because it's free.
It's free and it's got amazing benefits. And I can't think of a better connector to the community than with new mom over here than Tracy, because I don't know how you do it, Tracy. How many chambers are you a part of? And you're not just a part of it, you seem to be president of everything.
Well, we have 9 chambers that we participate in. I am actually extremely active in Coral Springs, Coconut Creek, Boca, Delray. It's just what we do. It's how we give back to the community. So it was so funny. I was given direction that go out and build relationships. And instead of just showing up at a chamber meeting and sitting there and listening to the speaker, I just decided I was going to go in and own it. I was going to be the ambassador. I was going to have my referral group. I was going to be president of the Rotary, which you're going to have to speak at because every Wednesday we have meetings. So I would love to have you come out and invite other clubs because what you're doing is fantastic. So, but yeah, I don't know how to just show up. I kind of have to go and kind of participate.
But that's why you're so good at what you do. And I wanted to ask, having your finger on the pulse, what are you seeing? You see all the businesses, and I know about the struggles and everything else, but what are you seeing in terms of people? Is it coming back all at once? Does it come up, come down? How is it? How's the perception?
State, that's our governor. So right now, it looks like a lot of the bars in the cities are opening up. The casino is still very safe and sound. So we are a little more laid back about not jumping ahead.
Good.
That being said, the Chamber's having their first live meeting in Coral Springs at the Coral Springs Country Club. So it's going to be outside. They're going to socially distance, and everyone will be required to wear a mask. And they'll have bite-size appetizers that will be served separately, and somebody will have their the thermometer checked before their temperature checked prior to coming in. But yes, they're trying to get back to some kind of normalcy, but I would not rush anything. I mean, I'll still wear my mask. I go to Publix, I wipe everything down. I think I spent my whole life preparing for the COVID because I've always been kind of germaphobe anyway. Like, I'm not a handshaker. I'm not, hey, hi, but that's just because I'm always around a lot of people.
You're around a lot of people, yeah.
And I have kids. I mean, when my kids were little, I didn't want to make the kids sick, so I just always wash my hands. I didn't realize that we had to tell adults to start washing their hands
tonight
again.
I told you is our first event that we're actually opening up to, and I think we've got 9 people coming in for Fem City, Boca del Rey, and they're setting everything up, but everything is going to be throwaway. Patty said no fancy martini glasses, which I'm really thankful for. Everything's in plastic, a lot of dollar store samples of shots. Everyone's going to have their shots lined up. Everyone's going to have their mint leaves. Everyone's going to have their own ice. They're going to take more time for this crew to set it up than it is for the entire event because everything has to be, we have tables being brought in, everything that has to be 6 feet apart, where they're masked and temperature, and that's just for 9 people. So I can't even imagine doing it for more than that.
Can you imagine there's a casino and there's hundreds and thousands of
that's just
people a
nuts.
month that
And
come
they're
in?
all getting checked as they walk in, and everybody has to be socially distanced. And again, we're wiping everything down constantly.
But we would love to help bring some of your businesses forward. Amit knows that Amit's here, 3 days a week, and every guest you bring is better and better. Yesterday you brought in a chef. We had amazing food. Today the music is spectacular, and your stories, and this is about the community.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, these are all what I call family now that I met during this time. From unemployment, like John, Valerie too, but it's all literally just random phone calls that came into my phone and my messages on my Instagram and here and there to help them, and we built this network of family. That's what it is, of people moving forward.
And it's amazing. Amit's story, he went and he helps people with unemployment in Florida. He's been on the news. Channel 5 was in here, and they took him in a room and they filmed him. What this kid has done is no small miracles. People have come in here thanking him because what he did is he saved some lives because there were people that couldn't get through with the unemployment. So he has something called
Unemployment Woes.
Unemployment Woes. And he airs now Thursdays here, and he brings in people that we talk to. But it's phenomenal what this kid has done at his age. And the gift. How much do I owe you? I'm not asking for money, true?
Yeah, I don't want it.
And somebody took his commercial, let me help you, and they added their own ending to charge.
Yeah.
Okay? This goes to show you exactly what I'm talking. Am I lying or is it true?
It's true. It's true.
And some other.
Take that down?
If I take it down, people that needed tutorials won't get it. That can't get a hold of me. So that's the only thing I fear of. I did take it down.
No, I mean, did you take them down?
Oh no, this is there's a lot going on in Florida with this unemployment system with more people, and they call it unemployment activists that are just using the system to make money. It's crazy. And the way I feel about it is the system was offered for free anyway. It's just user friendly, to fill out as they claim, which is not. But the whole point of it is, why would I charge for something that I know people can do for themselves? They just don't know how to do it. So I was more of consulting of how to do it and showing people how to do it. So whenever I did touch an application, it worked. I always got it fixed like right away. But the more these people go in and do try to do it themselves, it does mess up, and then it's a lot more work for me. So I started doing Zoom calls. And I'm trying to promote the Zoom calls. Like if I can fill up, I pay for it. If I get people to fill up the room, 100 people, I can help everybody within 2 hours, 3 hours. And because I've done it where I did get like 30, 40, 50 people, and they'll sit there and like 20 of them will drop out the call just because I already answered their question by helping someone else. So it's like, that's what I've been trying to do is chain reactions in my life right now it's a faster way to help people. So I'm going to get back on that actually starting next week, and I'll release all the stuff for that.
And he's been inviting people, because he does a show here on Thursdays, and he's also been gracious enough to bring in companies like the singers, and yesterday we had the chef, and before that was the lady with the hand sanitizer bracelets, which I'm going to tell you is a phenomenal. I wish I had met her 8 months ago. And these people are gifted, and they have talents, and nobody hears it. And so Dawn refuses to shut anything down. Dawn was in here alone doing the shows, and we were home. She refuses to shut it down. And she's right. Crazy Uncle Mike was the last show we did, and he says, don't shut it down, keep going. So now Crazy Uncle Mike has invited us to work with him. It just goes on and on.
He's a good guy, and he's got a good 501c3 that
about his
with
daughter,
his
right?
Yes.
And
they
we
have
didn't know that
bracelets for
story.
sale
Did
that
you know
is-
that story about his daughter?
I did not know until I went to, I think it was trivia or bingo. I went with a girlfriend for their brunch on a Sunday, and he stopped by every table, and yes, I did hear the unfortunate story.
He told us the other day, and he's working with a group up in Jupiter.
Has Wayne met Mike?
I don't know if he's met Mike.
I've never met Mike. I've heard a lot about him.
Then
I've
we
driven
need to
past
make-
his restaurant,
we
but
need to
yeah,
make
I'd
that
love to meet
connection.
him.
And what I love about Wayne is I can put Wayne and somebody on a text, and then he takes it from there. Wayne and Ted, whatever it comes from it, but I can make the connection to know it's in good hands, and you will take it and go with it. And so we'll do the same thing with Mike, because Mike started a 501c3 for children with cancer, and he recently lost his daughter at 8 years old to childhood cancer. So what you're offering might be something that would be a really nice offering for some of these families, and what Mike is doing. And percentage of different events that he has at Crazy Uncle Mike's, he gives back to his foundation and other foundations to help families in need who not only have lost their jobs, but have sick children. So imagine, God forbid, you lose your job, you lose everything, and you've got medical bills, and you've got a sick child too. You can't even process that to a whole nother level. So we will make that introduction as well. The more that we can help and educate that there are community resources, there still is goodness and hope in this world. There's always a silver lining. You just got to find it. You just got to turn off the TV. Don't turn us off, but turn the other TV off. That's all I can tell you.
Don't give up.
Or make your own silver lining, right? I mean, that's what it has to tell you. Get back in the race, get back in the fight, and get it done. You had us making sandwiches here, peanut butter and
We've
jelly
done
for the
that too.
church.
Yep.
And we got together, and then we did it. And I want to do it again and again and again. The object of the game is you got to stay afloat. You got to keep going, and you always got to pay it forward. That's what you got to do. And this is why I applaud what Amit does. I love the music. I love the chef yesterday. Oh my goodness, this guy, you call him, he has a little truck, and he brings whatever food you want. He cooked. He did a whole thing in 10 minutes. And my goodness gracious, unbelievable. And he's not expensive. And he could do, if you want to do a romantic dinner in your house outside by your pool, he'll do the whole thing, and he leaves. Cleans up in 2 minutes. Never seen anything like that.
Set up,
Anyhow.
cleaned up, cooked, and it was out in, 40 minutes, in and out.
Yeah,
Meal
in and
served,
out.
everyone ate, and it was beautiful and delicious too.
It was very good.
So let's go to commercial break. When we come back, more with our Fun Friday. We definitely have to get Mia on the mic. We have to get her singing. We got to get some more music in the house. We've got Double Rum coming up in about 10 minutes. So it's kind of time to open up the Internet Social, maybe?
Maybe.
We'll see what happens. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Of the Brooklyn Café Show. They have amazing deals, great food, and an even better customer connection. Their owner, Nico, runs the friendliest and cleanest pizzeria for miles around. With their pizza made with whole wheat, gluten-free, cauliflower crust, and traditional New York style, you can't go wrong. Plus all the extras like salad and chicken wings. They are a family-run business with a great atmosphere. Call today to order your pizza and tell them the Brooklyn Café sent you at 561-961-4163. That's 561-961-4163 for Pizza District, the official pizzeria of the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
AMP2 TV and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They have been working around the clock, nonstop, to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it has never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact AMP2 TV at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
Healing Moments Wellness Boutique specializes in integrating scientific and ancient therapies to relieve physical, emotional, and psychological distress. Through the power of touch, coaching, and meditation, clients experience pain relief, relaxation, healing, and detoxification. Contact Healing Moments Wellness Boutique at 561-931-2187 and experience Boca Raton's Healing Haven. Enjoy the benefits of an individualized treatment plan to help find your feelings of peace, complete balance, and wellness. Call Healing Moments today, 561-931-2187, and be rejuvenated.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Unbelievable.
I tell you, that is beautiful stuff going on there. You guys are speechless. Now, last night, a friend of ours that does a show on Thursday, and his artwork is all around the studio, I asked him to do something what they call a cameo theory. You know what this is?
I'm going to find out.
You're going to find out.
This is Freddie at his magic.
Sylvester Stallone did this when he did the thing with John Travolta to bring his career back in the second movie. Who remembers the name of the movie? Saturday Night Live was the first one, and there was a second.
Staying Alive.
That's right. And if Sylvester Stallone is in the first 3 minutes of that movie.
Oh, a cameo appearance.
And he had the big fur coat, and John Travolta bumped into him, and he turned around and looked at, hey. And so Stallone is the one that came up with this theory. So I want you to hand that over to me, because I'm going to tell you something. This gentleman is a magician.
This is the art of Jay Harmon.
And I don't want to cover your face. And this thing that you see here does not have a frame. And I want you to get this into your house. Put a frame on it that accompanies your room, because this is done in pencil, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a photography. This is not paint. This is done in pencil by this artist that is standing here. And he is doing a seminar for children ages 6 to 10. We don't know how many we're going to fit, because some will be virtual, some will be in studio. And he wants to teach children how to do this. Can you imagine? I can't even draw a circle. And he's going to teach me how to do this. But this is phenomenal. And I've asked him to bring in works of art that don't have frame, just to show off a little bit of his talent. And that's why I'm glad, Jay, that you stopped by and he did this. And you like this?
This is amazing.
Yeah.
Jay, what is this called?
This one is called Contemplation. It kind of, got a mic here? No, they can hear me. But it kind of talks about our situation right now and people wondering what, It talks about our situation now and what people are thinking about. Should I go out? Should I do anything? I mean, everything that's going on right now, people are contemplating, what is my next move? What should we do? And that's where this came from.
And Slick was the model for this piece, because it looks just like you.
Really?
Don't you see it?
No, but his eyes are amazing, Jay. The eyes are spectacular.
Doesn't it look like Slick? Everybody's laughing because they know I'm right.
Amazing.
Amazing. Good stuff. Good
Jay,
stuff.
this is incredible.
Jay, how do people get in touch with you to buy the art?
Okay, my website is coloredpencilartist.com. And they can reach me at my phone is area code 561-309-8043, or they can call here at the studio at 188-994-4995. And I do work on commission, and if there's anything that you like, check out my website and see what you think, and just let me know.
Good stuff.
And we've got so many pieces here tonight. We've got Femme City, so we've got these lovely ladies coming in, and the first half hour we're going to spend kind of touring the studio here, which is really awesome. And Tracy, you asked about the art in here. Well, Studio B will have to show you is all of Jay Harmon's art above your head, the horse, and this, what did we call her? The ancient wisdom.
I just call her the old lady, and you can call her whatever you want.
Okay. I mean, the horse behind Wayne is done in colored pencil as well.
Laurel and Hardy. Laurel and Hardy also, and I Love Lucy. And at the radio station, we have another studio as well, and it is full of his art. And yesterday, the Beasley owners of Beasley, the son was in the studio yesterday because they sent him pictures of it. And he asked, where is this beautiful place? And they told him, this is your place. It's at the radio station itself. So he checked it out yesterday, and they said that he took pictures. He couldn't say anything. He says, wow, this is what radio has turned into, because it's turned into a visual product. So, kudos to what you do. And again, just a magician. Just magic.
Yeah. So we've got the art of Jay Harmon, and behind us on set today, we've got the art of Amy Reshevsky. And I love that swan duck. And Amy will be back at the end of the month, so hopefully we'll get the two of you together to do something on set. I know Mark Dane's going to be coming forward.
And Mark is going to get involved also. We're going to have when you walk in, you see the glass, the light pieces. He did something with him which is spectacular. We're going to try to get it in here to show it off. But he also does tabletop pieces in glass that light up. So I told Mark to bring it in, and he's going to be doing the segment as well. And again, this is all part of the growth because we believe in the arts, we believe in the artists, and it's all part of what makes it get back to some kind of being normal. That is ever going to be the same again. Ever. It's going to change. You know that. You got to be more careful. And I never believed that in my world I had to tell people to wash your hands. I used to tell my kids this. I used to tell my football teams this. Now I'm telling adults this. Just to be safe, wash your hands and clean up after yourself. You shouldn't have a problem in doing it.
The boss has spoken. No water bottles on the floor.
Sorry.
She's right.
I thought I'm going to kick it and just go somewhere. It's not going to be good.
Did
We
you
call
kick it?
Valerie the boss. Oh, I thought you were giving Slick a message.
She dropped her.
You gotta love women. It's a subtle message. Here, take your water bottle as she goes across the floor.
I thought she kicked it at him.
So did I. How's that for subtlety, ladies, is all I can tell you.
All right, so we're at the point of the show at 1 o'clock where we open up the Gubba Rum.
We're going to open up Gubba Rum. Mia's going to get her bar set up, but I want to make sure everyone has Tracy's information and Wayne's
Yes, let's
and the
do that.
incredible musicians while we get everything set up for the bar. So, Wayne, how can people find your links? How can people find the virtual seminars?
Oh, we got to get him a mic. Just hand him a mic.
Yeah, so national website, dignitymemorial.com. Look on there. There's lots of resources. You can see all of our 2,600 locations where we're located in U.S., Canada, and Puerto Rico. A lot of other advice about, the benefits of doing things in advance. A lot of resources there. After a service, how do you write thank you cards? What's the template? So a lot of great details there. On Facebook, we have a Facebook page for Southeast Florida. It's just Dignity Memorial Southeast Florida, SE Florida. You'll see a lot of links to events, recorded seminars, other things happening there. My phone number is 561-654-9000. Call me, text me anytime. Happy to help get information for you. And I have a new link to book an appointment, either online or at one of our locations, or you can request a home appointment. It's just dignitywayne.as.me.
And you're also giving tours, right? You're on the weekend. You get people, they want to go out to see, like you did with me. Do you do that?
Yeah, so of course. So if you are looking for cemetery, actually, I need to mention our cemetery discounts are continuing again this month. So we've got a great deal, 15% off with 15% down, and then payments at 0% interest over 5 years. So if you want to purchase any cemetery, that's some great offers. That includes Neptune Memorial Reef. Yeah, but you book an appointment. Doesn't have to be the weekend. Could be any day. If you want to come in, just let us know ahead of time, so then we can meet you and show you. And we've got several cemeteries, different offers, or you can come to one of our funeral homes. Or if you can't travel, can't meet online, you need us to come out to the house for an appointment, then we can show up with hand sanitizer, masks. As long as there isn't anyone showing any symptoms of COVID, then we can do a home visit as well.
All right, so contact Wayne and Tracy if people want to come to the casino or get involved with all the networking that you're doing. How do they find you?
I can be reached at tracy.latomne, Lautomne, at stofgaming.com, or you can reach out to the show and they know how to get a hold of me.
We call her New Mom, so if you can't pronounce her last name, just
I'm
say,
shocked that you
I gotta
got her
find New
here.
Mom. That's because of you.
Because she's
We
busy.
say hello all the time.
Oh, and she would
But-
like us
but
to
she's
do a
busy.
Wednesday.
I'm in.
There you go.
Yeah, I negotiated, so you're gonna have to come speak
I'm
at
in.
my Rotary Club.
I'm in.
You don't even have to
I
go
gotta tell
anywhere.
you.
We do it
No,
from
virtual.
here. It's virtual, so we do it
I'm
from
in.
here.
I do it from here, I do it from there, I do it from anywhere. I don't make a
love it.
difference.
I would love
When
it.
we
Thank
went
you.
down to get the tour and everything, we got to meet some nice people in the restaurants.
8:30 one morning, we were there, right?
I was
You had a show at 11:30. You had to.
I was floored. It was unbelievable.
Thank
and the
you.
people that you meet and the way they treat you. Again, it becomes important. It becomes important how you treat people right now because everybody is so tense. They're on edge, If you cut somebody off at a light accidentally or whatever, people just explode, man. It's just so ridiculous, but always courtesy. And I loved when we went down there. It was a lot of fun. Anything you need.
So on Wednesday, we're going to speak to who? The Rotary Club one Wednesday.
Yes. Please.
We're doing a lot, you know,
This one's booking. They got calendars now. They have
our
calendars.
calendars have calendars, but you know what?
And you'll be live. You can actually do it from here.
She said, can she link into the Women for Excellence, but that's on a Thursday, so we're going to have to do a
We're
separate
gonna
one.
film it. You can link in. We'll film it.
I'm excited. Thank you.
So fantastic. So much. We've got Mia, Casa Mia, we're going to be opening up. And I'm hoping our musicians can stay a little bit. Can you all stay? Sure. Awesome. So we get some music in our second hour.
Yeah, we get to some music, have some fun with this stuff.
All right, so let's go to commercial break. We're going to reset our camera, clear the set a little bit, open up the bar for Casa Mia. We've got Steve Gubb on the line because no Friday would be complete without your Gubba Rum. So stay tuned. Get out your shot glass, and we'll be right back.
Paintings are custom designed specifically for your space. Each design will not only illuminate your space, but will also function as a truly unique light painting. Each piece is handcrafted using various dichroic glass shapes mounted at precise angles on a metal or wood panel. A specific integrated light source strikes the glass shapes to produce a combination of highly saturated colors. The light paintings can be customized to any shape, practically any size, and in any color combination. They can be configured to produce in excess of 5,000 lumens and may be placed on a table, a pedestal, in a niche, or hang on the wall. Come to the gallery at the theater and talk to Mark about placing a piece of his art in your home.
We are on fire. So let's spread your business like a wildfire. Spotlight your business, ideas, and events through our Brooklyn Café TV channel on Amazon Fire. Contact us at 888-224-5422 for more information. Let the whole town, even the whole country, know your message with a click of a button. Together, we ignite.
Welcome to your vacation staycation. And what better way to kick back than to blend up a sweet pina colada, a smooth mojito, or just a nice stiff rum and coke. If you want true relaxation and enjoyment, then you want Gubba Rum. Gubba Rum is a unique rum infusion. Gubba Silver Rum is infused with real shredded coconut, and Gubba Rum Gold is infused with real shredded vanilla bean. Both are made with certified organic ingredients. Each infused Gubba Rum is 35% ABV, 70 proof, and as we say in Boston, wicked smooth. So if you're looking for the best combination of taste, smoothness, quality, and price, your clear choice is Gubba Rum. If you want that wicked smooth taste for yourself or your vacation staycation, visit GubbaRum.com to find your closest liquor store that carries Gubba Rum Gold and Gubba Rum Silver. Gubba Rum, it's wicked smooth.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Café Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
We are back at the Brooklyn Café Show. There goes Mr. Magic Man right across the set. Is we're good to go?
You see, the problem is...
What's the problem,
The
my
problem
friend?
is that my co-host does a lot of things and she leaves a lot of blanks, and the girls are in there trying to figure out what we're going to do on certain things. So we need some questions answered.
Okay.
There is an event here tonight where we are turning everything over, and Fem City is going to be in the house. But before that, you got the Kenny Love Show, which has moving parts because they got a whole band coming in with drums. And they're a little bit perturbed as to the turnover. But I got my gang of guys.
And while you're doing that, I've got Editor's Desk, and we've got Why My Mom is the Best Mom, doing a BYOB. So we've got those two shows. And we're going to get it all done.
But we're doing that in B.
Yep. It's all going to get done, is all I can tell you. Which is why, we need music more than ever, because we just got to breathe. Well, Mia has, I think, a way to fix that as well. Welcome back, Mia. Casa Mia in the house. You did a great job today on our new show.
Oh, yeah.
With Ask Dear Ab. You had a lot of questions.
I know. I was like, when you told me I could be on it, I was like, yes, because I was so interested last week.
And I wanted to ask. I can't be everywhere. I couldn't be in there because I had to do the Fuego 2.0 piece. But I wanted to ask. You were all smart. Did you like ask questions that were real and off your chest? Did something happen? Did I miss something?
Well, I've been single for years, so of course I'm like, oh, this is an interesting segment for me. I was like, I have a few questions for her. So I had like 7 questions written down for her.
A few questions, 7
I only got to ask
questions.
like 3.
Really?
But she's every Friday, so we could bring you back every Friday. And Vinny had questions. They all had really good questions.
You know, is she going to be on at that time all the time?
Every Friday.
At that time? That isn't fair. Because you had me over here doing something else. I missed that whole show.
I gave you fair warning.
I saw Mia was lit up, and the girls were all into it because I walked in, and everybody was like intense. And I said, what the hell's going on in here?
It was very intense questions. It wasn't like lackadaisical laughing. They were like in this.
I got to see the show. I got to see what Mia asked.
They were in this. What were some of the questions you asked?
Oh, one of the first ones that I really wanted to know was, is it bad to like be kind of picky when it comes to dating? Because my friends make fun of me because I have like a list of like my criteria that you need to fit, and then everyone always makes fun of me. But
What?
she said it's good to have a list.
How long is your criteria? This is amazing.
It's not bad, and also I always tell people, I'm like, it's not based on looks or anything that's kind of like mean. It's based on like personality traits, which I think
Like
is
they have to be able to add.
like they have to be outgoing, they have to be like ambitious, they have to be hardworking. Like those are just some simple ones.
Wow.
Those are good ones to have. I used to tell my daughter he should wear shoes.
Yeah.
He should be polite. Yes, he should say hello, and he should actually take you someplace.
Yes.
And this was in college. She goes, Mom, I can't believe you're making me do this. I'm like, really? Because don't you think?
It's funny. Boys don't have those questions, but Linda has a daughter, and I said the only criteria is, does he smell good?
That's your criteria for a guy?
And I don't mean neutral smell like nothing. He doesn't smell like anything. That doesn't work.
If
Does he
Chelsea went on a
smell-
date to a movie
Yeah.
with a guy, she said he had such bad BO. She was like, I can't go back. Could you
There
give
you
it a
go.
second chance? She said, I just can't, Mom.
There you
I
go.
can't do it. It's not in me.
But if somebody smells good, it means that they're making an effort in their appearance, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that important in your criteria?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Guys don't care. Guys are pigs. Guy says that. She don't smell like nothing. She smells like grass. She smells like turpentine. Who cares?
I feel like guys care more about the looks than their personality parts.
You think so?
Definitely.
It used to
Who
be.
just gasped on that one? Slick?
Slick.
Don't choke.
Mia, it used to be that way. Not anymore, honey.
Not Slick. Slick's
It's
all about the
changing.
whole Slick's got the whole package going.
In Florida, you live with beautiful, beautiful women. I got to tell you. In New York, I love you, but Florida, you got your beat. But when they talk, everything changes. The world, according to Freddie, everything changes. On beautiful women, sometimes not so much.
When they open their mouth. Let's bring Steve Gubb over. Let's get our Gubba Rum Friday going.
Where is Mr. Gubb?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
He's ready for Mardi
What the hell are you wearing?
We are ready to party. This is I'm getting ready for Mardi Gras a little bit early. This is a genuine Venetian mask that was made by the company that made the masks for the movie Eyes Wide Shut.
Ah, that was a great movie.
I was just
So
about to
now-
say, that's where I seen it.
And now you have your choice. You
Well,
have
put the
me,
mask back
you
on.
have me.
Put the mask back on.
Whoa, that was close. I had to go somewhere for today. I had to do something a little different, make it interesting, keep everybody on their toes. Hi, Mia. How are you? Well, she's good. Okay, great.
I'm good.
Hi,
She's
Dawn. Hi,
mixing.
Freddie. How we all?
Getting ready
How
to
we all
mix.
doing today?
Everyone is doing great. Thank you so much for sponsoring tonight's event. I know Fem City is very excited to have Gubba Rum sponsor their first event since February or January.
Well, thank you very much. I really appreciate the opportunity to sponsor the event. I have spoken to the folks at Boca Liquors. I know they're going to be there as well. They're looking forward to it. They're excited. And I congratulate you for hosting this event. I'm sure it's going to be wonderful. I only wish I could be there to hide in the corner because I'm not of the right persuasion to be a member of this group. But I really wish you all the best, and I congratulate you.
So thank you. Everyone's a little nervous, a little on edge. It's a funny thing because we've opened up to parties and not even blinked twice about it, but this has everyone a little bit more on edge because of all the safety precautions that we need to take to be cognizant of it. And the individuals, everyone's gonna have their individual shots of Gubba Gold and Gubba Silver so they can mix their own, so we're not pouring and mixing their own ice and gloves. Everything's gonna be individualized.
We're going to give them their own ice. So it says Steve on the ice, it says Dawn on the ice. They get their own ice. We're not sharing ice.
A while back, I saw these clear plastic ice cubes that would go in a glass and they would flash. They had a little LED light in it that would flash. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world, but I haven't found them. I need to find them so that when you do that type of event, people can put one of those in their glass and they would be flashing and fancy and everything else. It'd be a lot of fun.
It's amazing, Steve. One of the things that has happened that I did not see coming. When I first met you, I says I always wanted to represent a rum line. Always. Since I was a little kid, I told my dad that I wanted to own Bacardi. But one of the things that happened that I didn't expect is that people want to meet you. I can't believe all the texts I go, when are you going to be in Florida? It's like you have this cult. You got this following of everybody wanting to meet you. What the hell is that?
Freddie, I'm lucky if my wife and kids want to talk to me. I don't know what cult you're talking about, but believe me, I want to come back to Florida very badly. I would love to be there for the end of the month. I get a little nervous. I just read about an hour ago that Madrid is shutting down again. All the towns around Madrid. Madrid is not in the United States. I realize that, but even in Massachusetts, which is a pretty well-controlled state, there are red towns now, and they're getting nervous, and Boston is delaying school again for a week. It gets to be a little nerve-wracking.
I need a drink, and I need you guys back on the piano and the flute because you and Freddie together will drive me to drink. Oh my goodness.
Steve, the problem is when you open up the schools, when you open up venues where there are going to be people, you're going to have kickbacks. It's going to happen.
Mia knows me so well.
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
She knows my favorite, Steve, is all I can tell you.
What are we drinking today, Mia?
Mia, Steve wants to know what's on the menu today. Mia. I know I've got an espresso martini because she knows that's my favorite. I don't know what Freddie's drinking.
Yes. Freddie's getting his usual, I think.
My usual. This is the Freddie.
It looks like it's got some cranberry in it.
Don't worry about it.
Yes.
It's either blood or cranberry, but it's
blood.
delicious.
It's low sugar, whatever it is, I'm sure.
And now I'm gonna make a
yes, sugar-free.
something with the coconut rum for Wayne.
This is with the gold?
Ooh.
Yes.
So this is the Gubba Gold. What should you have? The silver or the gold? What is Freddie having?
Silver.
The silver
You have
with
the silver.
a diet cranberry.
Yeah.
Because the liquor neutralizes the sugar. We talked about this.
And what's Wayne's drink of choice today?
We were running low on like the juices. All I really have over here is like cranberry. I was thinking I'm gonna do maybe some Gubba Silver,
Gubba Cran?
cranberry.
Do we have the mojito or the margarita in the back?
I probably
We have
the
one of them
margarita
if you would
mix.
prefer that, Wayne.
Yeah.
So
Pierre, can you check if we have the margarita mix?
Wayne, would you prefer margarita?
No.
No,
No?
he's happy with what his choice was.
Coconut rum.
He's happy
That's
with
good.
the cranberry.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna use that.
Now I noticed that New Mom was in the studio, and she's a germaphobe, so she's off to the side, and somehow she got a shot of each one of these.
No, she just had water.
Oh, she had water? Well, she was one happy water drinker, I gotta tell you.
She had water, but we definitely want to bring it down to the casino and maybe share it with their bartenders or whoever. She's with Seminole Hard Rock Casino. So we're going to see who we need to invite to try that out a little bit.
And Steve, I don't care if you got to drive down. You got to come down for that meeting.
Whenever the meeting is. I saw that your guest was from the Seminole Casino. Prime Liquors, right on Sterling Road, right down the street from the casino, carries my rum. Every time I drive by the casino, I say, well, who do I have to talk to at the casino to see if they'd be interested? So I'd love to. But nothing would thrill me more than talking to the folks at the Seminole Casino, believe me.
And Wayne's laughing because Steve is like you, Wayne. All we have to do is make the introductions and you guys take it from there. And it makes our life and our job Because really, we don't close deals. We are truly a production house, and we create shows. But we do have an incredible community of networking. So I love that, Steve. We can send you a text, and you take it. I can send Wayne a text, and you guys just take it and you do what you do. And now they're laughing because they know this is what they do. But that's business.
It is, and the creativity it's the creativity of who you are. It's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, no, look, you send me a text at 1 o'clock and tell me that the meeting's at 5 o'clock. I'll be on the 1:15 plane. No kidding around.
Yeah,
Because the bottom line is business is always business. And the TV shows, they say, and right after this commercial, we're going to get into this and we're going to talk about this. I'm going to do the same thing they do on the TV shows. I've had a couple of very interesting things happen this week. I do want to share them with you because I hope they will be things of substance for the brand. But we'll do that right after this word.
After a word from our sponsors in this segment.
After
brought to
a
you
word from
by-
our sponsor.
He got me. You know, the amazing thing is we met Wayne when he was doing a presentation. Where were we? Anchor In? Is that where we met you at Anchor In?
Yeah, he came over to Anchor In the first time.
To meet you.
And I got to tell you, ever since then, we've always tried different setups and goals, different ideas and things to do as well. And the amazing thing is, when I met Steve here on set, he had all these different shots, and I thought this guy is nuts. I thought Wayne wasn't a little bit normal either. But
I appreciate that. Thank you.
But the necessity. First of all, you are a necessity, right? Rum is one of the few things that did not close down. Wayne never closed down. Wayne is actually open to alleviate some of the problems that we have going on right now in the country. So here you have two businesses who are completely in different realms, and I'm thinking of different ways of making it work together.
Absolutely.
So whenever we go back to doing that thing you used to do with the vets and places and food and things of that nature, which I thought was a great idea, it just has to be done in different areas.
Yeah, I mean, but we can look at doing an event with Crazy Mike, when we can, safely.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. And Mike is all about social distancing, and we got to get Steve in touch. We just got to get everyone in a networking. Maybe we can actually do a meeting somehow between Steve and Wayne and Mike and bring all this together. I feel like, but we've got great community. We've got great connections.
I'm making the Gubba truck. Did I tell you that I got the Gubba truck coming?
I heard something about, I heard a rumor to that effect.
I got the Gubba truck.
And the funny thing is, Steve doesn't blink an eye at what you say.
She thinks I'm kidding. You watch. I'm going to come up with a Gubba truck in here, and it's going to have a little spout on the side, and water's going to come out of it because I'm going to fool everybody. But the Gubba truck is the new norm if we're doing business.
You are hilarious, is all I can tell you.
Right?
So Wayne, how is that?
It's very nice. I'm not sure what I'm drinking. I think coconut rum, and she said whatever we had left, you got.
Well, it's kind of one of those, like, as my mom's kind of said, it's the kitchen sink. It's like all what we have right now.
It's very nice.
I need to go on a liquor run soon. We're running out of juice over here.
Freddie, you'll like this. About a year ago at a food, wine, and spirits festival in Coral Gables, there was a gentleman there who made ice cream, and he made it with different liquor. And I had a tasting table right in front of him. He made several different flavors of ice cream with my coconut rum and with my vanilla rum. The stuff was absolutely, the ice cream was so good. It was just not, and the best part was, you felt really good after a big dish. Let me tell you, that was worth it all day long. We got to find them. We got to find these guys. I was trying to do business with them, but they sort of disappeared on me. That happens. What can you do?
I actually would like to find, because I'm thinking the Gubba Gold would be delicious on some vanilla ice cream, kind of heated up for winter.
Absolutely.
When it gets to actually 80 degrees here. You can have some vanilla ice cream, some warm Gubba Gold.
That's every day.
And kind of drizzle it on.
Hey, Don, when it really cools off, I'll bring my winterized Speedo. That'll really be great on the Brooklyn Cafe TV show.
You and Freddie in a Speedo would be a sight.
No, not Freddie. Stop putting me with this crazy. This guy's a lunatic.
That would be
Wayne, you can have my seat on that venue. Listen, if you want If you want the Gubba truck at your location, let me know. She thinks I'm kidding.
I
Watch.
know you're not. That's
I'm
the
talking to
scary
people
thing.
right now.
That is a scary thing. What's up, Valerie? You're good?
You have everybody in there worried. Okay, Steve. Steve.
It's okay, it works.
Steve-o. Where is Monty? I wanted to ask you, where is Monty?
Monty's around. He's
Is
in,
he?
Sure, he's in Fort Lauderdale. Call him up.
He's in Fort Lauderdale, but I'm excited, Steve. You're right. Boca Liquors is not an official sponsor of this event, but for anybody that is here tonight for the Fem City event, they'll be able to purchase a bottle of Gubba rum through Boca Liquors. So that was a great connection. They now have it in in their store, and they're bringing it here so they can buy it and take it home with them. She's got vanilla and the coconut. She's got a split case, so she's going to bring it.
I'm going there tomorrow. I want to see the store.
So she's going to be here today, and that was a great connection. So I'm excited that Patty put that forward, and that was like an easy done deal.
Very nice. Woman-owned liquor store. So that women, the husband's home and he don't want to go to the liquor store because you're watching the Heat play the Lakers tonight.
That's tonight.
And then Dawn says, well, we got to get a bottle of wine. Yeah, we'll go to the liquor store. She's going to go right to this liquor store because it's woman-owned. She don't have to worry about nothing inside. It's really nice.
No creepers, no sketchy people.
You still got to go from your car to the store.
You know what it's like to go to a liquor store in the wrong place, wrong part of town, the wrong time of day, the weirdest people in there.
Or to the people that are like sitting outside of the liquor store for some reason. That was always my hometown liquor store. Yeah, that is weird.
What the hell is going on with that?
What are they doing?
There's a new liquor store that is now carrying Gubba rum, Boca Liquors. It's right next to Boca Ale House on Yamato.
Oh.
And it's woman-owned and safe and clean. Women's touch in a liquor store, which is really unusual.
How you doing over there, Wayne?
Is that the card?
I'm getting better by the sip.
I see that.
That's very nice.
How do you guys like it over there behind it? How is that?
Wait,
Good?
what is that card you have?
Boca Liquors.
Yeah, put it in your pocket.
I am.
It's right down the street from my house. I can't go there too often because I walk in with a bottle of rum and come out with nothing. I can see it already. Me, I'll be pouring in the store.
Billy Joel song, a bottle of red, a bottle of white? We could do a bottle of
Love
gold,
that
a
song.
bottle of silver. We could just change up the lyrics on it. Maybe our musicians can do that for us. Just change the lyrics up. A bottle of gold.
You keep drinking. I'm going to tell you, one of the things, when I
Just
had
call
a-
me Sib, I go from
Keep
crying
sipping.
to
Somebody
laughing
get her a
in
straw.
an hour. I
Get
know.
her a crazy straw. When I was growing up, my father always taught me if you go into a place and you make believe it's yours, like I can walk in with a bottle of each Gubba into Boca Liquors, and I'll start telling people try this. I mean, I will. I don't know if they'll throw me out.
You would.
I would, because the bottom line, what you want to do is you want to have a little fun. You want people to know that you like a product. And why not? If they let me do it, I'm pretty sure we'll do it.
All right. Why don't we go to commercial break? When we come back, let's bring some more music on the set for the last half hour of the show. Close out the show, have a party, have some fun. As Tracy from Healing Moments always says, raise your vibration. Nothing better to do it than with some Gubba rum, Gubba gold, Gubba silver, or some music. If a tree falls in the woods and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? Have you ever felt that your voice goes unheard? And you think that you can make a difference if only someone would just listen? It's time for women in business to have a place to step into your power, a platform to embrace your hopes, dreams, and your visions, a voice to heal and restore. Your voice can make a difference. We have the platform to share your story and let your voice be heard. Be kind to yourself. Give yourself the chance to be heard and shine bright. Contact New Dawn Media by texting Café to 80800. That's CAFE to 80800.
Introducing Black Tie Liquors, your one-stop shop for wine and spirit needs. Whether you're looking for an ice-cold pack of summer brews or just to grab your favorite bottle of Scotch whiskey, Black Tie Liquors has you covered. Come choose from a wide selection of beers, wines, spirits, or liqueurs. Or if you're in the mood, feel free to grab one of our fresh cigars. Stop by Black Tie Liquors today, located on 5970 South Jog Road, Lake Worth, Florida. Or give them a call at 561 968-0988.
Let's all welcome a new sponsor to the show. It's AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet TV radio production company, discover AMP2 TV, a full-service production company that can provide all streaming videos in studio or remotely. They offer web page development, and they use all the latest platforms to help make all your business selling points more powerful. They can do remotes or live radio streaming as well as tape productions for social media platforms and television. AMP2 TV can handle all of your television needs, including closed caption for a perfect on-air telecast. Choose from a variety of creative TV and radio packages or visit one of their many studios to get your creative juices flowing. Come and see why AMP2 TV works with many major companies including Comcast, Bravo, and Fox 29, as well as individuals and businesses of all types and sizes. To see samples of their work or to find out more, visit their website at amp2.tv. That's A-M-P, the number 2.tv, or call them at 866-224-5422. Feel free to call for a quote or just a consult of how to put your business on a social media platform or radio platform, or just doing a show that is covered by all platforms. Call 866-224-5422 and make an appointment. That's 866-224-5422.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I could stay here all day.
I just was afraid. I said, oh wait, are we having a show today? Because we're just actually enjoying the music and the gubba rum. And Mia, I see you smiling. And you know what? Isn't that what Friday is all about?
And you can have Casa Mia. You know, Mia, where's Steve? Is Steve still on the air?
Let's bring him over.
You know, we're going to open.
Hello.
Steve, I think we're going to have to open up a club. I think we have to open up a club.
See, I could do that.
That's a lovely
I have
shot.
always wanted to be a.
Thank you for showing me your keyboard.
You're lucky. I'm like the newscaster who's behind the desk. You don't know what's going on back there. Believe
As
me,
long
it's
as you're
not-
wearing
it's not-
pants, Steve, that's all I ask. Because
Yeah,
that
more
was going
or
below the
less.
Mendoza line, if you know what I mean.
I know that line too well.
I got to tell you, you pair Mia with. Do you guys have a name of your duo?
What is the name of the band, the duo? What is it?
We do. Frick and
John
Frack.
and Valerie.
Very.
Val John, how about that? I don't know, but
John and Valerie would be J and V.
Val John.
Or V
Like-
and J.
like
What's the
Val
name of
Jean.
What's the liquor? Isn't there a
Don't
J?
you remember in Les Mis, Jean Valjean?
Okay, keep drinking. What?
Valjean.
Jean Valjean.
Isn't
Wait a
there a
minute.
I'm going to keep drinking Mia. And Mia's smiling. So you combine all of this, Steve, I got to tell you, it's a great Friday here.
Mia, isn't there a JV liquor? Or VJ? Wasn't there a liquor?
J&B.
J&B.
That's what I was thinking. I
A
think
Scotch.
it's like a brandy or something.
It's an old Scotch. It was bitter. It was.
No, we got to come up. We got to come up with a
terrible.
branding piece. Yeah. But I want to. You know what? I think we should open up a club. And
Right
just
here.
let Mia
We
serve
could have like
you,
a speakeasy.
Have them a speakeasy? No, speak difficult. Speakeasy. What's a speakeasy?
Don't you remember back in Prohibition days, there was a speakeasy where you walk through like.
Of course, because you're a drinker.
Do we?
So,
What?
Yeah, you're from New York, so you're familiar with what they call a bodega?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's basically like a musician, our version of a bodega, where it's gonna be a small, like kind of like locked off room. It's kind of hidden in the back. We have some real wonderful ones in West Palm Beach where you walk into a restaurant and you go to use the bathroom and you end up in a whole different room. And what a speakeasy is, it's very underground. It's kind of like what you're close to, like what.
Like
Kind of like right here.
But it's this. Man, you want to? It's a
It's
little,
like an after hour. First of all,
Yeah.
let me tell you something. A bodega, you got your groceries. An after
So
hour.
imagine opening the floor of the bodega and walking downstairs and going
That's
to
called
an
a dungeon.
amazing
That's
jazz
called a
bar.
dungeon. I've been on
Speakeasy.
dates in dungeons. Trust me, that ain't what we're talking about. We're talking about an after hour.
Is anybody?
Yeah, that's a little
Is anybody in here familiar with Lenore's?
Who?
Lenore's Italian restaurant.
No, where's that?
So Lenore's is a very yeah. Oh yeah, they're a very popular chain and they're traveling.
Are
all
they an
through
after hour?
West Palm. Well, they have something called Spazio's. And what Spazio is when you go to Lenore's and you're sitting down and you're having dinner and everything, there's this secret stairway that you go through right before the bathroom. When you take the staircase up, you end up in Spazio. Spazio was actually reopened tonight. And it's not an after hours spot, but it's a regular hours, but they call it a speakeasy. Because for underground music, mainly house music as they call it.
I don't think they would like that put on the air, but
Yeah.
that's okay. He said it, I didn't.
Just take a right before you hit the bathroom at
Yeah.
Lenore's is all I can
But
tell you.
Steve, you got to help me here. You got to cut him off.
That's like the idea of a speakeasy. Like nowadays.
There's a Spazio restaurant on the on A1A on Fort Lauderdale Beach. Is it the same one?
And there's one on the Ave here in Delray.
Not the same.
Okay, let's get off the
Not the
Spazio
same.
before I
But
get a
anyway,
phone call.
because when people come here, you don't realize what it is like when you open our door, right? From the outside, it looks like, really? This is where I'm going? Did you all think the same thing? Am I in the right place?
Wonderful art.
Totally.
Beautiful design. It's a very happening.
You know
And
whose
Steve, you
house-
haven't been here in a while to see it.
No, Steve, we changed everything. Do you know whose house this used to belong to? Who was it? I can't remember. her
Ariana
name.
Grande
That-
started here. Her mother owned this
Really?
studio, and this was her first start. And as a matter of fact, New Mom was in, and she said she pulled up and had a great memory. It was her daughter's 5th birthday here, and it was a Wizard of Oz birthday party because it was a Little Palm Family Children's Theater. And I have to tell you, all we have done is we've taken that same vibe
And brought it
and
back to
blew it
life.
back, blew it up a little bit more, a little bit
Nice.
different, but it's exactly the same kind of vibe. So we have not changed the sign. It still says Little Palm Family Theater. So if you're looking for us, Just look for Little Palm Family Theater. It works for us.
That's because we're too cheap and we got no money to change it. That's the real deal, if you want to know.
Pretty much.
They want like $2,800 to put in 3 letters. I said, are you out of your mind?
They want like, I get ridiculous, like $3,000 to change our sign when I could take it and buy a new camera and some more equipment, so that makes just no sense.
And then I asked the city, can I just put up a bet sheet? With 3 letters, they said
Mia,
no.
you are dangerous is all I can tell you. Do your customers tell you that? There's no way they're ever going to let you leave that restaurant that you work at.
People know I have a big pour.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I first started bartending, whenever someone would say like, oh, this drink's too weak, I would get so mad. So I decided that I would never have anyone tell me it was too weak again.
I gotta tell you something, Mia. They don't understand. I've owned bars. Do they know you sing?
No.
Okay. You ever seen Coyote Ugly?
No, but I know what it is, yeah.
Okay. You ever seen the movie?
No, I haven't seen it.
Anybody here seen Coyote Ugly,
Yes.
the movie?
You
Bartenders,
bet.
the ladies sang.
Yeah.
And they danced on the bar. I'm not asking you to do that.
It's a dream
But if you sang at a bar, you close it down.
Oh, thank you.
Because the object of the game of a bar is you want something different. You would have standing room if you sang and did a set, like a 2-minute, 3-minute set, and then you did your thing with the drinks and everything else, and you came back to pour again. You would shut it down. So I'm thinking, Steve, we open up and after hours, during the hours. You know what I'm saying? Not 2 to 3 in the
Yeah, I
morning.
understand.
I'm done with that business. I did that for a long time.
And the beautiful thing is we're not allowed to sell anything. So
I'm
it's
not
kinda,
selling nothing.
Exactly. So
I'm
we
selling
just
music
give it away.
and opportunity. If you got a club or you want musicians to play at your club, if you want Dignity to be there and hold a seminar, you want me to pour a drink, all of it is available. But I'm not
Don't
selling you
forget,
nothing.
don't forget, not to mention any names, but we have a club owner in mind.
Yes, we have a club owner in mind.
Remember somebody I mentioned to you in Coral Gables? Remember that?
Yes, we're waiting
Well,
on that. Yes, but I got
we'll
a
have
few.
to talk
I got
about
a few club owners in mind, Steve. But I need you to be here to help me sort of swim through those waters because.
Yeah, Mia does not have a
Patience.
light
Patience.
pour. Freddie says it's like 5 fingers. It's like 8.
Mia,
Just
I'm sure the
ask
bar
Wayne.
managers.
Just ask Wayne.
Yeah, Mia, I'm
Poor
sure that the
Wayne.
bar
Wayne.
managers.
Wayne, I
thrilled.
have never seen you smile so much.
Mia, what did you make for Wayne?
The second one I made for Wayne
Second
was,
one.
well, that's the good one because
second
he
one.
said he didn't like margaritas at first, but then I asked, I was like, is it because of the tequila? Because we use the Gubba Gold, and I like the Gubba Gold better for the margarita. And then I did a little triple sec, and then the fresh agave margarita mix. That's like the best part. It's like fresh lime juice, fresh agave, like only a couple ingredients, and it makes a really good margarita.
Now, I want to ask you tonight, you're going to be teaching people how to mix drinks?
Teddy, come on out and tell us what we're doing. I know we've got 3 drinks. One is we're doing the Gubba Mojito because Patty said every woman should know how to make a really good mojito. So we've got some mint. Remember you and I made one and you have to like smack the mint?
Yes.
So we've got mojitos coming. We've got a
Smack the
Femme
mint.
City Teeny.
Yes, we have a Femme City Rum Teeny. We have a pineapple mojito, and we have an apple pie on the rocks with vanilla Gubba Gold.
Wow.
Apple
You
pie.
want to
on the
come
rock.
back? Come.
I'm going to be working all night tonight.
Because our crew doesn't count as numbers, I decided.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
kind of like if you drink
You
before
decided?
5, it doesn't count either.
Can I come back?
Yes.
No.
I would like you to stay,
I
please.
can't. She already told me not to. Which is fine. It's
What
an
is
all
apple
women's
pie
event.
on the rocks?
It is going to be with Gubba Gold as our vanilla base. It's going to have apple juice in it. Do you want me to get the whole recipe? I have it written down.
No, you can just give us a kind of a
No,
synopsis.
take it easy.
It's going to
okay.
be rimmed with cinnamon and brown sugar to give it that little bit of spice in there. And it's going to have a little bit of cinnamon whiskey to give it just a little added kick and enhance.
I'm
it.
excited.
so
If
hold
I
on,
wasn't
hold on,
hosting
hold on.
this event, I'd really want to go.
Hold on. So you're doing the presentation?
Yes.
You're going to be on stage doing the
Uh-huh.
presentation?
Allegedly.
Yes.
Allegedly.
She's our
And
bartender.
Dawn is going to be walking the room? Is that what we're doing? I like to know what it is.
I don't know. It really was not about me. It was really more, sorry to scare you, it's more about you. It's more about
Yeah.
Teddy and teaching women how to make 3 spectacular drinks. And for breast cancer awareness, we're doing the Mary Pickford. So it's a little pink Femme City Teeny.
Yep.
And we've got the apple pie with the Gubba Gold, and we've got the mojito.
Yep, pineapple mojito.
And the funny thing is that these are 10 people that own businesses for Fem City, 10 independent, and it sold out in an hour. It was craziness.
I know, she had to reopen the link to let more people come.
She's going to have to do this over and over again because businesses want to get together. And I can't think of a better way of getting them together.
So you know who wants to come?
No.
Chenzo.
Who?
Chenzo. Vinny goes, I'm coming.
Oh, Vinny? No, Vinny's not coming. Vinny can sit outside.
Vinny says, I'm coming. We can have Vinny come and take some B-roll and some film. I think it would be a great spot, actually.
I'm going to tell you something. If you let Vinny in, I will burn the place down.
Valerie's going to be here also.
Valerie's a female. Vincenzo is not a male.
He's
I was
smart,
told
though.
I can't be in the room.
He's smart, though. So, Steve, it's going to be a great event. I'm excited. We're definitely going to have to get some film on it, and we will send it to you and put a whole spot together.
Please do. I'd love to have some video from the event tonight. That would really be wonderful. Thank you.
And maybe we can get some testimonials.
You guys
from the
may all
people.
still be here if Mia keeps making you drinks, Wayne.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Wayne.
Hey, yeah, Freddie.
Hey, Wayne. Wayne, are you awake? Wayne? Let's play some more music. We got 10 minutes.
Let's do
Let's play
it.
some more music. What about that? Oh,
What?
you
Yes,
love it.
Steve, tell us.
No, I was just going to say real quick, Freddie, you said if you could get some testimonials from people at the event about Gubba Rum that I could have, that would be fantastic.
I don't know if
would
you
really
can have it. You may
appreciate
have
that.
to come and get it.
I can. Well, the flight leaves in 45 minutes. Okay.
It's wicked smooth, I can tell you
You're
that.
the man, baby. You're the man.
a
I tell
wicked
you,
smooth
Steve, I
flight.
made you a promise, and I'm going to keep my word. You watch. Gubba is going to be #1 in Florida.
Well, I appreciate that. Let's see if we can do that.
Oh, no, we're going to do that. It's coming.
We're going to do that.
You don't know
Okay.
what's coming yet, buddy. You'll see.
Okay.
Steve, thank you for all you do, and thank you for getting this into Boca Liquors. It's nice to have a segue that we can have a member of Fem City be here tonight to be able to sell and sponsor Gubba Rum because they are the sponsor of this Fem City Brooklyn Cafe Show event. So you know what? As the community comes together and we reopen up, I want to thank you. Thank you for getting us the samples, and Slick went and got it. And as we all come together, it actually all comes together.
Them
So
and
it's a
him and
beautiful thing.
Dignity have been with us since the beginning of this thing, and you have a blue chip in my heart. Whatever you guys need, you got. No problem.
And I got to tell you, Wayne may still be here next Friday.
We ain't going nowhere. All right, let's break into some
Have
music.
a great weekend. Thanks, Steve. Oops. He goes, oops.
He's a quick on the finger. Let's do some music.
Sexy, seductive, and beautiful. Looking for a professional and talented photographer? Danielle Boujon specializes in capturing flirtatious and tasteful images for yourself or your partner. Located in South Florida, Danielle really knows how to bring out your inner beauty on a shoot. Visit her website at www.danielle.com BULJAN.com or call her at 561-305-2241 to capture your most desirable moments.
Spotlight your business, ideas, and events through our Brooklyn Café TV channel on Apple TV. Contact us at 888-224-5422 for more information. Let the whole town, even the whole country, know your message with a click of a button. Together, we inspire creativity.
Amp Media Productions and WNN Money Talk Radio have been in conjoint business for 10 years. They've been working around the clock nonstop to promote over 500 shows and businesses reaching all over South Florida. With added platforms such as social media live streaming, podcasts, and the specialty of live radio, it's never been easier to get your voice heard by millions of listeners. To amplify your impact and start your show today, contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Unbelievable.
And then, as always, thank you.
I
You
mean,
have
again, I don't think you do anything wrong. You have the lotto numbers? Yeah.
I don't know. I asked you the same thing right now.
Can you imagine he gives me the numbers and we hit? And everybody will eat from the pie.
I got to tell you,
Let me tell you something crazy about
and
this
you're
year.
like in your 20s, aren't you?
I'm going to be 29 in January.
So, I mean, to be 28 years old, to give back to the community what you give, to do what you do, to help people get money for jobs. I mean, you could be most of our kids' age. My daughter is your age. So,
Yeah.
what you do for so many people at such a young age to give back and you ask for nothing in return is truly, as Freddie always says, a gift from God.
Yeah.
And we thank you from the bottom of our hearts that not only for us that you have done for us and Aunt Media, but what you have done for so many people, for John and for Valerie and for this chef and everyone that you bring forward. You don't ask for anything in return except you really hope that they could help.
Because in my head, the cure for everything going on right now is being one. That's it. You know, I want to show examples. You know, I was having this conversation a few weeks ago with my friends. I was like, if I ever met Donald Trump, I would shake his hand respectfully, and hopefully I can reach him at the heart. We don't know, but that's the message I want to give to people these days. We can all be one. We can all be family. Let's work together. This coronavirus, we can win it together.
You know, at 28 years old, what you have done, Freddie, our generation has really messed it up.
Well, you
but
know,
it is truly up to their generation to fix what we screwed
well,
up.
you know, and
Truly.
whatever we got to do to help you get it fixed.
I mean,
is
our
really
kids
what it
are
comes
his
down to.
age. Seriously.
I get it. You know, but they don't think like him. How many guys go out of their way to help other people, ask for nothing in return?
Ask for nothing. And the only other person I ever met that did that was you 5 years ago. And you still do.
I'm an older version of him.
You asked for nothing. Both of you, you guys you asked for nothing in return.
But look what I get in return. You got great music. You're a great friend over there. I'm going to tell you, from the bottom of my heart, my parents are both deceased. And dignity has been there for me. And then I get to meet this dude.
After I heard of his services today, I wish my family, because, you know, my grandfather passed to COVID in June, and that was tough for us. Like, the services that he had would have helped my family greatly. Even last year, my grandmother passed. It was a big mess. And I was like, if I'd known about you then, we could have saved my family more than what we really went through, all the stress and everything.
True that. True that.
And nothing like tops off a Friday without Casa Mia, because Mia, I don't know what that was, like a 10-finger pour on this martini is all I can tell you. Wayne may be here all night long. Wayne, you may be the token male in this event tonight because he's not going anywhere.
You know, Mia, we're going to put you in a bottle and sell you. Casa Mia in a bottle.
Mia is on her third tour with us at the Brooklyn Cafe for her internship at FAU. And I hear, Mia, that the FAU football program is still on hiatus. Again, they've been postponed.
Yeah.
Another game has been postponed.
That's all right. The Titans are in trouble, too. Another 2 people came up positive.
So thank you all. Thank you, John. Thank you, Valerie. Wayne, as always, Dignity Memorial, Southeast Florida. Amit Knightley, you can find him on SoFlo DJs. Do you have an unemployment site?
Oh, well, we just started the Unemployment Woes page. Went live yesterday, our first debut on the page.
You see the numbers?
Great.
You see the numbers?
Amazing. A lot of people are like, what does unemployment woes mean? Well, in our time now as kids, like, woes means Wody, and Wody means friends. So that's what we call it. It's more like unemployment friends is the message. And I'm going to be bringing on a lot more. And I would love to have you, John, because your story is amazing with this unemployment. We didn't get to talk about it today, but we will. Let's talk about it for next week. Because
You got a show on Thursday, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring these guys in. We're going to hash this out. We're going to talk about all these problems. We're going to connect the dots.
And you have a house, you have a family. Any day you guys want to come down, even to practice, I don't care.
Truly, our home is always open.
Absolutely.
So thank you
This
guys.
is your casa.
We need to practice, so we'll take you up on that.
You don't need to practice.
Amazing.
You're pretty good, but I get the benefit from you
And
practicing.
he's now seen Sybil in me. You had me crying 2 hours ago, and then whatever Mia's magic she did and your music, and truly spectacular. This piano has not been played to be played. I can't even tell you how long.
Tell him what your brother said.
So my mom is in the hospital, so I've been sending all these video clips to them, all these text messages. So he said, it is nice to see the piano being played. This was my great-grandmother's, as far as I know. It may even be older than that. So I thank you. Have a great weekend, everyone. Be safe. Please be kind to each other. Wear your mask if you choose, but just be kind.
Wear your mask, be safe, wash your hands. And you know what? We'll see you Monday. Don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show is over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. Well, see you next time.
Sleepless nights, I wait for you to bring me back to life. In my electric eyes, it doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna say and craters, open up my eyes, waterfalls of ice, sweeping me away like an avalanche, helpless as I fall, the words can't say it all, sweeping me away like an for a sound, waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors, just to reapply.